I was trying to rotate the screen. What's up, you guys? I'm not sure who's all in, but it's Life with Ebony. Right now, I'm at my food truck. I'm trying to see if I can get it go on here. Let's see what I do. I'll do it like this. Go get my other thing first. Just waiting to see if anybody come in right now. Right now, I'm at my food truck, Tasty Fries, located in Zephyr Hills, Florida, y'all. I can't even see it. Oh, okay. So bright back here. Oh, and it's storming. Oh, I didn't know you can change the colors on the live. That's dope. But y'all, this is Life with Ebony. I'm just chiming in live, talking about business, starting a business, the first year, all of that. This is my first year with Tasty Fries. Well, May made a year that I've had a food truck. But I did do film before this, which I still do as well. But I just been trying to switch to the film side. So you don't see that many music videos, as I mentioned videos ago. I've been working on film, been trying to get my groove back with writing. Since the pandemic, everything slowed down, and I've been trying to do so much that I don't know. It's like I was like a writer's block, if you should say. But I did finish up one of the scenes, one of the shorts that we was doing right before the pandemic, and then we had started filming it back. We filmed part of it, and then what happened, one of the actors had locks, and they cut their locks off. So we was trying to see how we was going to transition that scene. But I feel like we just going to redo the whole thing. So I started writing. I touched up the first episode of the short. It's like a two-part series shorts is what I'm doing. So like the whole title of it is called Wrong Night or whatever, and every 2 episodes it switch. So I'm just trying something different. I think it's gonna be fun. It's just like drama, comedy, all of that, suspense, whatever you want to call it. But I think the way I wrote this series, the way we took out, it's kind of a good thing that the pandemic happened. Not saying the good thing of what happened to people, as well as I have family members that caught COVID as well. But I'm saying the part of me being able to sit back and rethink some of the things that I did with the film. And I've been sitting out for a long time, over a year. And, I've been focused on Tasty Fries, trying to get that up and going. But like everybody keep telling me that's business owners, the first year is not going to be easy. So I'm learning that. It takes a lot of patience, especially if you start a restaurant business during the pandemic. It takes a lot of patience. You're going to lose a lot of money because of inflation. So let me just check and see if anybody is up front while I'm talking. Be a customer up here. Oh, we good. So I want to talk about that. So first, when I first started my film business, that took time. I was just a girl with a camera that loved taking pictures, and even in college, I had little Panasonic cameras with the flip out screen. You hold like that, your hands go through the thing. I had one of those. Something back here make my nose itch, y'all. I never knew that I was really gonna be into film, but I just knew I wanted to capture every moment. That was me. But as I got older, got out of college, I brought a friend's camera from work, and it just went on from there, and I started filming. But success didn't happen overnight. I did a lot of free work, I did a lot of super cheap work for years until I landed my first opportunity from MySpace. I had sent a few artists some work. There was a guy named Jay Lai. I remember that was like the first client I had. His name was Jay Lai, you guys. I don't know if you know him, but I think he has the clothing brand called Slow Bucks. It's so crazy. J Life, if you watching this, yes, I designed something for you. It was a very memorable piece. I think it was like a relative or a sister. I designed it for him, and he liked it because everybody used to do MySpace layout. So that's how I started with MySpace layouts, and then from there, I started getting attention from other artists like Lloyd, Soldier Boy, all of them MySpace days, right? And then I got an opportunity to work with Big Gay Records for over a year and a half. So when I started working with them, doing graphics and stuff like that, I always had a camera that pressed video, and I started doing video, and my success didn't happen right away with video. It sure enough did it to get better. Because you have one thing with running a business, you have to know you're not great when you start. If you believe you're great when you start, you're gonna miss the opportunity again. Some people start. It's nothing wrong with being confident. You have to have confidence to believe that you will be great. Like you have to believe that you're gonna be on top. You're gonna be the best or better than the next man. Like you don't walk in a boxing ring and think you're gonna lose the fight. You get in the ring to win the fight. And that's like a race on a track. You get in that race. You get in your car to win that race. So you have to have the mindset that you will have greatness. It was about to storm, you guys. Let me move to the side. Hold on. So you most definitely have to have the mindset. But what happened, I found a couple artists that were, kind of big in the local area, needed music videos, photography, stuff like that. And I worked with them. We worked with each other to grow. Hey, how's it going? I don't know who just chimed in, but I appreciate you chiming in. What I'm doing is talking about starting a business, the first year of starting a business. And I was talking about my first year into film. Sometimes you have to do free business work. And sometimes you have what's called bartering when you exchange services. So I started working with an artist, two artists that was very well known locally that helped me get better at my craft because they also got better at their craft as well, learning how to perform in front of the camera, quality of content. It blew us both up, and with those two artists, I started getting attention from other artists, such as Second Chance. I started working with him as well. That blew me up, on this channel. As you can see, a lot of his videos went viral, so it created more opportunities for me. So with that, even if I paid those clients, even if those clients paid me little to nothing, it opened up opportunities for other people that I can get paid for. So you have to know, like, sometimes you have to do those dabs, to get, the opportunities you need, but make sure you're working with people that understand the movement. They understand that you're trying to grow and you're trying to help them grow. They're not trying to use you, nothing like that. So that's how it is with film. Now, the film industry, it's a little tricky too. Like, even though we're underground, it's just like Hollywood. You gotta know that it's a business. At the end of the day, it ain't no friends. Some people just there to get what they need and out. So that's just how it is. So now I'm in the food truck industry as well, or restaurant industry, and it's a whole different ballpark because it's pretty much every man for yourself. So when you get into this type of business, if anyone on here is into thinking about opening a restaurant or a food truck or vendor booth, whatever it is, it's a lot of hard work. You're gonna lose a lot even if you have it. So say if you have 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, whatever you got aside to invest in your business, more likely you're gonna use almost more than 75, 80% of that, if not more, to get your business going the way it's supposed to go. And you're not even going to see a lot of that back within the first year. And that's where I'm in right now. I'm in my first year of operating a food truck. When I first started, I remember I bought my first 3 containers of frying oil. It was actually $22. I'm checking my DoorDash right now, you guys. So I think it was like $22 a case for frying oil. A month later, it went up almost to 50 something dollars. So it's like it jumped up so high, and I have 3 fryers on my food truck. So just imagine how much grease I used and how much money I spent on grease. So like, not only did frying oil increase with me running a food truck, meat, a lot of the meat that I use, it was like a case of chicken was like $45. Now it's like $80 for a certain case of chicken breast or Philly cheesesteak. I went to Restaurant Depot the other day. The price for a case of Philly cheesesteak was ridiculous. So it's like, whenever you run a business your first year, you spend more money than you make. Like, you think you'd be so happy. Like, you see money coming in, and next thing you know, dang, I gotta buy frying oil. I gotta reload the propane. It's like, look, y'all, I got 2. So I got a propane right there, and I have one right there. Both of those propane tanks, some places it'd be like $4 a gallon. Other places, and sometimes they work deals with you. It'd be like $3.50, $4.50. I have to fill those up every couple of weeks. So running a restaurant business right now, if you have a food truck, is crazy. It's just crazy. So what I learned within this first year, you can't take it to heart. You can't beat yourself up. This first year being a restaurant owner or business owner, period. Like, the first year is not going to be great, but what you get out of it is what you learn from it. Even if it's not mistakes, it's just better decisions that you make. Like, last year, I didn't run DoorDash at all. I didn't have Grubhub, Uber Eats. I didn't have none of that for a full year. Honestly, I didn't even think of it. Like, nobody told me, like, you should get DoorDash. You should get this and that. So on your slow days, you still get paid. Like, you still get customers. Like, today is slow, and I be getting DoorDash orders. Like, nobody walked up to the food truck today, but I got DoorDash orders. So it's like, you have to learn that sometimes, like, I think it was Fantasia, you gotta lose to win again. So you're gonna lose to win, and that's what I'm pretty much learning. Like, some days I don't even want to come up here because I'm like, it's so darn slow. I can be doing something else. I can be filming, like something other than this. But I had to learn to trust the process, because when I do have customers or when I do go to events, things like that, I get so much great feedback, and sometimes just like location, so I have to learn to place myself where opportunities are, whether it's location or people. You got to network. So I stay pushing on social media. You see, I post shorts of my loaded fries. I have TikTok as well as Instagram, Facebook Reels, all of that. So when people start seeing you pop up everywhere, even if they saw you one time, they're like, okay, that looks nice. Whether it's a t-shirt you selling or food, whatever it is, shoes, they're like, they look nice, but they just saw it that first time, and then they see it again on a different platform. Like, dang, I know I saw that somewhere. I saw it on YouTube, okay? And you on TikTok, and you see it on YouTube, and you see it on TikTok now. Then you go to another platform. Oh, I seen that company on TikTok and YouTube. Now they on Instagram. It's gonna make you eventually click on it and go check them out, or pull up that location and go pull up. And a lot of my customers are like that. They was like, hey, I saw you on Facebook, or they'll hit me in my messenger, like, when are you gonna be open? Like, I want to come check you out. Like, so I had to learn to trust the process. And May made my first year, so now I'm doing a lot of things differently. So I had to understand my customers, what they want and how they want stuff presented. And that's pretty much what I did. So, for example, restaurant business, a lot of us have menus, right? So when we start a business, everything is about marketing and presentation, what captures the person's eye, just like a video. I probably started this video too slow. some of y'all are ranting off, right? Right now, I don't know how many views I have. It went from 1 to 2 to 0. Whatever views I have, you can always come back to this video and watch it because it's good information. So if that part, I'm not worried if I'm yapping at myself, looking at myself, smile, whatever it is. But a few things you want to understand when starting your business your first year is one, you're gonna lose money. That's just automatic. You're gonna spend more money than you make the first year, unless you just had a good buzz and you're blessed. And sometimes that happens. You get the boom, you know. But the investment part is one thing. So put money aside or have a plan of you have to have money aside for two things. One, for if anything happens, such as repairs, stuff like that, rent, maintenance, all of that. And then if it's a restaurant business, you have to put money aside for merchandise, stuff like this. So when you go places, decals on the trailer, because when the trailer was plain black, nobody knew who I was. But once I start putting stickers on, I be on the interstate and I have a customer inbox me, hey, I just saw your trailer on the road, interesting logo, where you located. So that's why it's good to invest into a great logo, and decals or wraps, whatever's best for you. I actually designed that logo myself because y'all know I do graphics and film, so that's a plus for me. I can bring my own vision to life. Sometimes I am lazy and I like some artists that I feel are greater than me to amp things up, but I actually did that one by myself. So once you have a budget, you have to put money aside for a budget for promo, shout outs, whatever you're doing, ads, you want to put a budget aside for that as well when starting a business, because marketing is very important. And what I always tell people, put your feet on the ground, meaning don't rely on digital marketing. You got to think about like back in the day, old school marketing, when artists was discovered, is because they was walking around with CDs in their hand, passing them out at malls, at shows, at games. Just you'll see a rap artist on the corner like, hey, check out my CD. Or you'll go into like a corner store and you'll see a stack of CDs like in flyers. So you have to put your foot on the ground and not just focus on digital marketing. You have to focus on face-to-face marketing as well. So that's the second thing I would highly recommend, is showing your face, getting out, passing out flyers, going into business like, hey, like me, I'll be like, hey, I'm Tasty Fries food truck. We just opened up down the road. I'd like to drop off some flyers here with you guys, or, or menu. And like you can create your own, you can create your own little coupons. Like you can put at the bottom of your business card on the side, you can be like 5% off on this product, Like you can say like 5% off if you're for your first order of $25 or more, stuff like that, right? So that's the second thing. The third thing that you want to do is just keep pushing, even if it's slow. Keep pushing. If you don't have no orders, or no online orders for your T-shirts that you selling, your jewelry, your desserts, whatever it is, even if it's slow, keep going, keep posting, keep pushing. Like, find a way to continue to be seen. My food trailer was smoking like back in Christmas. I had a wire mount malfunction. It actually melted my little piece. So it was smoking. So I was out for a while before I can find a piece, right? And I was sitting for like 2 weeks, like, dang, it's nothing for me to do. But then I decided to continue to post. I was like, no way. I'm going to make fries at home. Get me a deep fryer, continue to post. So I'm not going to let this one situation slow down my opportunity to be discovered. So I continued to post and post and post. And as I continued to post, people was like, hey, when are you opening up? And I was able to let them know, hey, I'll be opening soon on this day, blah, blah, blah. So you got to continue to be focused. I'm going to have to get off in a little bit, y'all, because I see customers coming. But you have to continue to grind, even if that first year is hard, because that means the opportunity is around the corner. When we quit, we never get to see that. And like, I be having those mornings when I want to wake up like, no, I can't do this no more. I got to get back to doing what I know gonna make fast money, because that's what I'm used to. I know film, I can shoot a certain amount of music videos a week and rent be taken care of, or electricity, or whatever it is, car note, it'll be taken care of. But what if I give up on Tasty Fries And there's other people that believe in tasty fries, but I gave up because it wasn't flowing the way I wanted to flow when I wanted to flow. And I can't worry about another thing. You can't worry about competition. Like, I've been around a lot of people, like when somebody else is doing something that's similar to what they're doing, we'll literally sit for like 30 minutes to an hour of them talking about what that other person is doing, copying them or whatever, right? Think about the time you waste when you dwell on other people. Like that whole time that they was talking about that person, we could have been brainstorming together to make sure that their business flourished. But because you was constantly complaining about what the next man is doing, you lost the opportunity to continue to gain and move forward over that person because you was dwelling on them instead of on yourself. So that's another thing to focus on when you run a business. Just focus on yourself. Don't worry about the next man, because you got to remember there's a McDonald's and Burger King on every street. Wherever there's a McDonald's, there's a Burger King. And then the Wendy's down the road, little Wendy's down the road, like, hey, I'm coming. All three of them sell the same thing, burgers and fries. And still, it can be customers that go to all three of them. So you have to think about that with your business. When you go into a shoe store, it's Reeboks, Nike, Puma. Puma didn't quit because Nike came out. Reebok didn't quit because Nike came out. They still continue to push their shoe because Puma may fit for like a certain opportunity. Like, say I might wear Pumas to like a little side kickback where you just, like a Sunday vibe, like a dope vibe or something, right? And they're like, dang, I'm gonna wear my Nikes to this thing. So like, some people may need your product for certain things and may need the other person's product for another thing. So like, you got to remember that as well. Just focus on yourself and how you can make your business successful and flourish. Because a lot of people be like, I like McDonald's fries, but I like Burger King burgers, but I like Wendy's McFlurry. Wendy's Frosties. So it's like, people will still come to you even if the person across the street has the same thing that you have. As long as you have great product, that person will still come to you. So I'm just gonna leave it at that because like it's storming and I have a customer that's coming, you guys. But again, this is Life with Ebony. If you like this live, you want me to do more lives or talk about other things, just comment down below. It was good talking to the ones that was chimed in on this live. Remember, you can go back on this live if you missed something, you heard something good, like, oh shoot, she said something that was pretty straight. So let me go back and rewind and see what this girl is talking about. You can do that because I'm saving this live. But I appreciate y'all. Talk to you later.